Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru. We are starting a new session on close test. This is basically a topic in the English section. Close test is going to help you from the from the perspective of every competitive exam. This session will be beneficial for the aspirants of SSC, those who are writing banking exam. They'll see such questions in their exams too. You may find five options. You may find five options. There's a possibility you may find 10 options because 5 or 10 blanks are going to be there in one passage where you will see 5 or 10 options. The methodology of mine will remain the same. I'll be actually talking about the entire passage, how to deal with it. You need to improve your vocabulary. You need to enhance your vocabulary. You have to work a lot on your vocabulary because this is the most important thing from the perspective of a closed test. Closed test is a passage in which you will see multiple blanks. I told you they can be 5 or they can be 10. Depends upon the exam. If you are writing an SSC exam, then in that case you'll see a little easier sort of passage. But when we talk about a bank exam, there you will see the passage is going to be a little higher level. So we'll try to deal with that passage what we are studying today. Before starting, if you like the session, please press the like button for sure. Share the video with your friends. You can share the video on WhatsApp and Facebook too. And please subscribe to our channel. If you do that, you'll get the benefit of a whole lot of exam relevant videos which we upload. Okay, when we start the passage is there in front of us. You need to understand, you need to go through the entire passage first of all. Give yourself 2-3 minutes, read the passage, because when you read the passage, then only you'll get a hang of the things. You'll understand what is mentioned, what is given in the passage. There's a writer of the passage. You need to mind map the writer, what the writer is basically trying to convey. You have to understand the thought process of the writer. Please understand from the perspective of the writer. When you read that passage, you'll understand that this passage is about X thing. You have to find out that X thing. That's how you'll be able to relate words. 5 options are going to be there. You have to choose one, and that apt option will be there in the blanks. We'll start the passage. I cannot make you read the passage because I have less time, and in less time I have to make you understand the entire passage. I can only urge, before starting, please read the passage on your own. Alright, let's start. From the very first sentence, it is, India's approach towards treatment of dash banks is yet another interesting issue. India's approach towards treatment of dash banks is yet another interesting issue. Read that carefully. When you read the word treatment, if 5 options are there, one is insolvent, foreign, cooperative, small and private. You need to understand the treatment of something is happening. So if the treatment is happening, something should be suffering from a disease. Something is there that should be suffering from a disease, and that thing which is in the state where disease is there, a thing which is suffering from a disease, that cannot be private bank, that cannot be a foreign bank or small bank. The word needs to convey that idea. That treatment of an insolvent banks is yet another interesting issue. Insolvent, they do not have any money to spend. They have actually become insolvent. So India's approach towards treatment of insolvent banks is yet another interesting issue. Okay, just to confirm my answer, I'll make you read the entire passage. Let's move to the 7th option straight away quickly. Read that option. 7th blank is there. We are not familiar with the answer of it. Just read that. While dash with insolvent banks. Can you read that? While dash with insolvent banks. So I've confirmed that the answer of my first blank was insolvent banks. And that is why I tell you, read the entire passage first. Because what happens generally? Students read the first option, they start looking for the options. Then they read the second one and they start searching the right option. Get a hang of the entire passage. Read the entire passage completely. So with that, I could prove that insolvent is the answer. Next sentence says that rather than closing them down, there's one more sentence which is going to support my answer, which says that they are not closing them. What sort of banks should be closed? As per us, what sort of banks should be closed? Insolvent banks should be closed because they don't have money, any more money. So insolvent banks should be closed. The second sentence proves that first answer was absolutely right. So rather than closing them down, policymakers in India have shown a preference to dash such banks with healthy public sector banks. Now read the option. See, merger should happen. There are two, we can resolve the problem in two ways. One, we can close them, insolvent banks can be closed, and the other one is that they can be merged with the public sector banks, which are the healthy ones. We can merge those insolvent, unhealthy sort of banks with the healthy public sector banks. That's how we can resolve the problem. Told you, either we could close them or we could merge them with healthy banks. Okay. So the merger is happening. We have heard so many times that merger happens, that if there's any lower sort of bank in debt, their NPAs are very high. So we, instead of closing them, we merge them with the healthy banks. This happens. So the merge is the answer that we know. Even in daily lives, we can see. In daily life, we can see that such things happen. It has been dashed in certain circles that such as approach may give rise to a moral hazard problem. Now, it has been dashed in. It has been dashed in. Use the options quickly. It has been resolved in, it has been felt in, it has been promised in, it has been identified in, or you need to understand by just using the options. It has been felt. They have felt something. Certain people, certain number of people. So they felt in that it has been felt in certain circles. Certain circles, they've felt that such an approach may give rise to moral hazard problem. Moral hazard problem will be risen, that's their perception, that if something happens, what happens? The merger of unhealthy banks with healthy banks, if that merger happens, moral hazard problem will be given a rise. So that's going to be there. So however, two issues need dash in this context. However, two issues need consideration in this context. You need to understand that they were not given proper importance. They were not given proper value. So they have to be, we have to think about those issues. We have to think about those issues. We need to consider, we need to think about it. That's what it says, that however, two issues. See, basically what happens when such a thing happens, that unhealthy banks gets merged with the healthy bank, it says that moral hazard problem will be on the rise. We agree on that. However, but still we have to consider it. We have to consider something. The two issues need consideration in this context. Consideration, we have to think about it. First, commercial banks are the most dominant and systemically important banks, important segment of the financial system, that we all know that they are dominating. Dominating in the case of financial system. I'm sorry. So, financial system, their dominance is very high, and that's what we are trying to say. For the system, systemically, for the system, they are very important. Second, over 70% of the bank depositors in India are small depositors. That we all know that happens. That if your bank has 100% segment, then you need to understand that 70% is depositing small amounts. That we all know that the passage states the same thing, that over 70%, more than 70%. Of the bank's depositors in India are small depositors. So therefore, systemic concerns coupled with the necessity to dash the interest of small depositors. We need to safeguard their interest. We need to safeguard their interest. We need to protect their interest. We need to think about those 70% small depositors. Now, the idea becomes very, very clear in front of us. It is just there. Now, I'll explain that in easy, ways. First of all, let me answer the sixth one first. I was saying that necessity to safeguard the interest of small depositors have been, the sixth option, paramount in the minds of policymakers. Paramount, why I use that paramount, I'll actually give you the reason of that too. Paramount in the minds of policymakers while dealing with insolvent banks. Okay. Paramount, see, we need to think about the major mass, the mass which is more in numbers. 70% of the bank's depositors deposit small amounts in the banks, more than 70%. So we have to think about them. Now the idea is pretty clear. The policymakers could have closed the insolvent banks. Abruptly, suddenly, they may have closed the banks. But that sort of decision, may have affected those small depositors who are actually more in numbers. You need to understand that if a bank gets insolvent, if the banks, falls down, what happens? Depositors suffer. Just to keep that depositors in mind, those who are more in number, just to safeguard their interest, just to keep their faith up, just to save them, what have they done? They have actually merged that insolvent bank with the healthy bank. That you need to understand here. Further, when we were actually moving ahead, I told you one more thing. Here even it is actually disclosed that merged with the healthy bank. After that, I told you that we need to safeguard, and something is of paramount, of supreme importance in the minds of policymakers. What is of supreme importance? Paramount, which is on the top. That means that carries the most value, that is of supreme significance, which is there in the minds of policymakers. They are thinking about that. Majorly, they are thinking about that. So, paramount, supreme importance. What carries supreme importance? Those 70% depositors and their interests carry supreme importance, paramount importance in the minds of policymakers. While dealing with insolvent banks, we deal with banks. So, that is why the option dealing is the right one here. This issue had not dashed much attention in the context of a predominantly government-owned banking system. The answer of the eighth option is that this issue had not. Eighth is that paid, offered, deserved, distracted and received. The answer is received. This issue had not received much attention. If you have noticed while starting the passage, I was probably on the third or the fourth one. However, two issues need consideration in the context. That means this issue did not receive much attention. That is why we are expected to provide some sort of consideration. The same thing is getting repeated here. So I was saying that this issue had not received much attention in the context of a predominantly government-owned banking system. The next thing which says that as the weight of private banks increases, further thinking will need to be done on this subject. The importance of private banks, if the importance of private banks increases, what is going to happen? Further, we'll think about it because it did not receive much attention. So we'll start thinking, we'll consider this issue, we'll further start thinking about it. Will need to be done on this subject, and we'll keep something in mind, both in terms of we'll be thinking about this issue. If the weight of private sector increases, then what we are expected to do, we'll think about it more, both in terms of prevention of insolvency, because we have to prevent the banks moving towards insolvency. We'll try to prevent them. So prevention is the answer of the ninth option, prevention of insolvency through advance regulatory supervision and action. So how we are going to do that? We'll prevent that, and how we are going to do that? Through advanced regulatory supervision and action. And post-insolvency. See, there's a possibility we'll be able to prevent insolvency. There's a possibility. But if we are not able to, what will happen if that insolvency is going to be there, is unavoidable? Then post-insolvency. Insolvency is there. After insolvency, post-insolvency, measures that are going to deter or discourage, the measures that are going to deter or discourage moral hazard and eventual fiscal cost. Fiscal, where you are losing money. The debt is on the higher side. We are referring to the debt, then we refer to fiscal. So fiscal cost, moral hazard problems should be addressed, that they'll be discouraged if insolvency happens. So this was the passage all about, and if I actually read the options, there was one word that I've missed, that was relegate. In the second, option, there was a word relegate. You can write down the meaning. Relegate means because other options I feel they are, pretty all right, sort of. You may know the meaning. If you are not familiar with the meaning, that's all right. You can read, you can go through the dictionary. But one word I found that you should write down, that is relegate. Relegate means to demote. Promote, the opposite of promote, when you actually, there's a meaning, there's another meaning, that is banish. Banish can also be the similar word, put into exile, that is banish. I was saying that relegate means, second option, relegate means banish either, or relegate can mean demote. Promote, the opposite of the word promote, that is demote, that is relegate. There's another word I was actually, looking at. The word is conniving. In the seventh option, there's another word, conniving. Conniving means to plot, to hatch a plot against someone. You are scheming against someone. So some sort of scheming, plotting is happening. You are conspiring against someone. So that conspire, plot is conniving. Seventh, in which the first option is conniving. All right, I tried myself making clear as much as possible. If you couldn't understand the video, you would have the option of, rewatching it. But I told you at the start, your comprehension has to be very good. You need to understand after reading. If you read the options carefully, if you read the passage at the start, the entire passage, you'll be able to take out the answers very, very clearly, very, very easily. We are wrapping up for the day. Thank you so much.